Hey Capricorn, thank you for joining the channel. It's Allison with Moon Oracle, and this is your reading for May 2019. Okay, so now I feel like for you there's more of a faster movement coming through now for you on whatever it is that you're trying to get done. There's more signs coming through and more answers being revealed on how it is that you need to go about it, but prioritize it and compartmentalize it as well. It's like, what left is there that I need to pick up on in order to know how it is to I guess just to be sufficient, feel sufficient, you know. You may be taking on something new, or you're somehow reaching a higher level in it. And you know, even if it's not just the physical, or it's not the physical at all, it's internally, you know. It's internally with yourself, which pushes you to reach higher matters within whatever is happening in the physical for you. Hope that makes sense. But either way, it's definitely a new start. It's a new start for you. Well, actually, the Fool is right next to it, so yeah. But the thing is, there's still some doubt that you're carrying. Or there's some uncertainty. And if it has to do with this venture, you have to remember to look at those aspects of yourself and those things these things that you have learned on the way, what keeps you grounded and what helps you reach a more higher level of understanding. There's something in a sense that you're still thinking too logically about, or you're trying to move too fast with, which is kind of like, it's just kind of how you move anyway, but it's just, you're Earth at the end of the day. So, especially with it being Taurus season right now, this is really beneficial for you. This is something for you to pay attention to. Pay attention to the things that you really don't have to move so fast in, or think so logically about, or look or feel as though it's not giving your life meaning or purpose, so therefore you need to look the other way, or you need to create more within how you are choosing to think about the situation. Sometimes that can lead you to a dead end. And I feel like whatever it is that you picked up on, whatever kind of new way of thinking, or you've been able to connect more to spirituality for yourself, that it's helped ground you and look at certain situations and lessons that just tie back into self. I hope that makes sense. I think the opportunities that are coming in for you, they're grand, you know. And yes, it comes from you because you put in so much work, you know. You really hold a lot of pride and honor within yourself when it comes to the work that you try to put out. Or not in a sense like you have to prove how serious you are about yourself, but that's a big key factor. And I just feel like sometimes for Capricorns, it's really about, now let me analyze this and feel it out, rather than just feeling like, well, I got this done, so now I need to keep going. Like, sometimes I just feel like it's necessary for you to slow down and really get into that earthly way, like that earthly way of just being. And there's something that you've manifested, that you're manifesting, and it's coming, it's here. However, you need to wait. Like, there's just something that you need to slow down with, like, and really not miss the lesson that is being given to you. Because, see, I hope you don't just make sure, being mindful to not feel like you need to win a race, all just to be left feeling kind of confused, like, or not sure where to go with what you've manifested next. It's like, I think this means more openness with the heart needs to be incorporated, more steady movements, because yeah, Taurus season, you're it's like you're bringing things in, you're possessing things, but at the same time, it's like, it's not fast, it's gradual and it's natural. So it's growing, but it's not blooming right away. So I think there's something that you need to take the time to get an understanding of, so that you don't miss something, but at the same time, it's like you don't keep going back to this kind of cycle with yourself. It's like, I feel like there's just like this key, there's another key to this door that you need to open to really get a full gist of everything, but it's like you're missing something. Are you missing the point of what you learned this year, or the lessons that you had to relearn? Like, I think I just feel like there's still some things that you need to make time and just take that time to learn more thoroughly. And I feel like once you do that, more abundance is going to come in for you. It's coming in for you regardless. It's just, I feel like there's something that needs to be incorporated, and maybe it's other people, maybe it's friends, maybe you need, I think you shouldn't feel timid or hesitant to ask for help in some way, shape, or form. There's some kind of there's just something, there's more to this that you need to see. However, just don't be hesitant if you need help, if you need more support than what you feel like you're receiving. It's probably because you feel like you don't need help from anyone and that you can get it done all on your own. Sorry. But I feel like if you have people around you, or if you get some kind of help, it's like that's opening you up to finding that other clue within your journey. I feel like you don't need to be as logical necessarily. I think you just need to be more earthy and more like scavenger type. It's like more of the scavenger type of energy. Like you just kind of need to, get your hands dirty a little bit, and don't feel as though the way you're used to moving to get things done and to manifest things is it's just, you can't keep going about it in a way where it's like, this is the way I know and this is the best way to go about it. Like, now that you know more and you feel more, don't be afraid to use those resources to change it up and get the answer that you want, but get it in a way that's more, it's easier for you. Like, don't make it harder for yourself. Go within a little bit more, because then I feel like you'll really understand what it all means then, and why things came up the way they did. And now it's like, you know where it can go. If there's a part of you holding on to old ways of thinking or past lessons that just were really hard to get by, I think you've tapped into that, and now you see that you can move differently. You can move more in a flow, and more in a like even flow. Maybe that might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, because it's like you want to be sure, and you want to be sure that you're not wasting your time. I get it. But there's no time really being wasted. Especially if... put out what feels good. Put out what feels right. Say what feels good. Say what feels right. Say what really, truly helps you move forward. But don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself by feeling like you can move, like you're going to receive the next bit of what comes from the previous obstacle that you were going through. Whatever it is that may have taken a while to get you where you're at now in your mind, let that keep guiding you. And don't just feel like your journey's over now. So now it's just like, it's time to just go about things in such a kind of a stiff way. I want to use that word. Like, keep your morals close. Keep your lessons close. And see where that gets you. But don't isolate yourself from those thoughts, from those feelings. Keep yourself open. Something's coming to you. But let's move on. Hope that made sense. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck by Judy Hall. I'm going to pull one card, and the card that comes out is the crystal. That's the crystal for you for the month of May. Your homework is to research it. Research, all the physical properties, spiritual, aspects of the crystals, whatever. Just research as much as you want and see how that ties into the dynamic of your situation, of everything you have going on for May. Just see how it helps make better connections for you. So, let's see. Okay. And you got Quantum Quattro. Let me focus that. Yeah, so this is your stone. This is your crystal for the month of May. So just, see what it's all about. And other than that, Capricorn, you're doing well. So don't overthink anything. Like, pay attention to just what you already have around you. And just kind of try to have a little fun with it. Make it a little bit more playful energy, and don't be too deeply rooted in it that you keep yourself stuck. Okay? All right. Thank you. I'll see you next month.